Hello everybody and welcome to the 13th replay commentary of Wargame European Escalation. So before starting the replay I just wanted to apologize for my lack of replays recently. I don't have much time for professional and personal reasons to make replays, and it will probably be the same for a big part of the summer. So if I don't make, I'll make replays as often as I can, but if I don't make replays for like 2 or 3 weeks, well, don't worry, I'm not giving up my YouTube channel, not at all. It's just that I won't have time to make replays. So everything should be back as normal at the end of the summer, and I'll try to make replays as often as possible during the next 2 or 3 months. So back to the replay. This is a 1v1 replay, a ranked match. So it's opposing Kimoz playing NATO against Crotou, an LVA player playing PACT, and we are on Hell's Highway. So speeding things up a little and showing you the deployments. So yeah, so first thing I'm going to show you, well, most of you know it, but I still see some players not replacing their original commander by the armored commanders. The original commander is like 200 points and no armor at all and 5 HPs. The command armor is for only 20 points more. You've got an armor of 2111 and 10 hit points. It's a lot more, and it can resist to much more damage, especially to artillery hits. You know, when people just hit the forest where they think your commander is. If you've got a normal commander, you just get destroyed. An armored commander gives you the time to react, take 1 or 2 hits and pull him back. So it's really a good opportunity to survive only for 20 points. So to come back to the deployment, a little harassment force here with 1, 2, 3 Black Hawks, probably with Delta forces in them, 1 recon helicopter with the Gazelle AH-1 here, and 2 attack choppers with the Gazelle's 34-1F cannon. A little force here, probably to go on Gulf, 2 anti-air units with the Vulcan, 1 flamethrower to support all the infantry, 2 in foots, so very fast transports, 105 km per hour, and 4 Saracens, British transports, much cheaper, 5 points, but also a lot less faster, 65 km per hour, and 1 heavy transport, the AMX-10P, with a very nice autocannon, and 1 armored commander. On the left side, we've got tanks on the left side, 2 Leopards, 1 A2, not the heavy Leopard 2s, but a Leopard 1. We've got a few anti-air units with Vulcan and Chaparral, a lot of infantry with the Saracens once more, and 2 foots, and supported by Jeep tow, mortar troops, flamethrowers, and Wiesel, which are fast autocannon units. On the other side, with the PACT, we've got 2 recon units on the left side, which are quite useful to detect eventual troops that want to go all the way around and take you on your flank. And you've got, like the NATO force, 2 forces, 1 for Charlie, 1 for Bravo, composed of essentially troop transports, recon, commander, flamethrower, anti-air, and over here commander, infantry, flamethrower, tanks, tank destroyer, OT-810, sorry, and 1 heavy tank with the T-80BV. So here we go. So 1 force on Charlie, 1 force on Bravo, same for the NATO player. Both players have abandoned their starting points, Hotel and Alpha. Delta forces deployed on the Bravo reinforcement arrow. Delta forces over here. Now we see why the NATO player has recruited troops in foots. He wanted very fast transport to take control of the well, important forests on the map, Forest and Delta, this forest between Delta and Gulf, and over here with his Delta forces. Little quick harassment with infantry troops. They got shot at a bit by the Gazelle cannon here. They want to take position in the city. Unfortunately for them, well, we've got already Selkares, who are very, very heavy infantry troops, 10-0-3 against infantry. And well, the commander is arriving, flamethrowers are arriving, and the tanks also. So, well, the Spadochroniarze, sorry, are going to have a tough time surviving over here. Little offensive over here also, with 2 Topaz 2A, which are quite good transports with a recoilless rifle and quite a good speed. They are charging in the forest. 2 hits which miss the foots, hopefully for Kimoz. Once again they miss it. And the Selkares disembark. They've got very, very nice 80 grenades and seem to manage to... yeah, they seem to be able to survive to this. Spadochroniarze in the city that are routing. One of the infantry guys is left. Over here, Crotou has lost a few units against this Delta Force positioning. A few transports and a flamethrower tank. Infantry units, Motrusens, are sent in to engage these Delta Forces. Unfortunately, the Delta Forces have captured one Ural and will be able to reinforce regularly. One Tunguska trying to take down this Black Hawk. This is ridiculous. All missiles have been emptied and the Black Hawk is still alive. One Delta Force troop is routing. The other one is getting killed by the Spadochroniarze. This is the first big combat between Crotou and Kimoz. Crotou trying to wipe out the enemy forces near his reinforcement area. Kimoz is aware his troops are a bit overwhelmed over here. He sends new units with 4 AMX 10P, 1 flamethrower, and of course 1 supply truck to support all that. One little recon unit here from Crotou that is getting destroyed by the French mortars, the AMR-60s. And not much movement on the main front line. A bit of movement over here. The Delta Forces have been killed, and the counter-attack, well, not really a big counter-attack, but the forces continue to move and try to take position on the right flank of Kimoz. Over here the Delta Forces have been destroyed. The Black Hawk is down. The Black Hawk is down. And the Delta Forces are routing, but apparently the Spadochroniarze didn't detect them. Well, didn't find them. And 3 Delta Forces are still alive in this forest. Kimoz is preparing his line of defense over here, while artillery shells are being exchanged in the middle of the map. Little push on the right side here with transports, 2 Motrusens and 1 flamethrower tank. Not much else to say. Little move here with motostrelci and troop transports. Take position in the forest just below the hill, and Kimoz is moving on the left side in the forest, trying to take back what he lost over here and harass once again the reinforcement area of the Bravo sector. Unfortunately for him, a couple of flamethrower tanks are in the forest, and quite good infantry with the Spadochroniarze are capable of stopping the units. Over here, Crotou is preparing to take control of the forest in Delta, while the infantry units over here move forward. The Black Hawk is routing and will probably get destroyed by the Motrusen and the troop transports, of course, if they move fast enough. Back on the left side, we've still got this big battle in the forest between the Fusiliers, the Saracens, 1 Zippo, and of course the flamethrower tanks and the Motrusen. Zippo is getting killed here by the PACT flamethrower. Here it goes. Yeah, at this point it looks like nothing can really stop the flamethrowers of Crotou. Meanwhile, units are preparing to attack in the forest in Delta. We've got Mochunsen just beneath the hill over here. And yeah, Kimoz, well, can see the transport but not the infantry that disembarked. And the flamethrower is preparing to destroy the infantry in the forest. The Black Hawk has been destroyed over here and the infantry has taken position in the building. Coming back to the left side of the map, well, the few units left of Kimoz are getting destroyed by the flamethrower tanks and the infantry. And the entire forest is burning. There we go, the flamethrower has burned the Fernsbacher to the ground and the Mochusen are taking position in the forest. The quick position taking at the beginning of the game by Kimoz with his troops in this forest over here and the other forces over here and over here hasn't really paid out. All these positions have been taken back by Crotou, but in terms of points we've got a nice well, equilibrium between the PACT and NATO forces. Nice balance here, only well, around 100 points between the two players, which is not much. So the position has been taken back by Crotou, who is pushing slowly but surely on the right flank. Same on the left flank. It seems like Kimoz is more on a defensive position and Crotou is pushing on, well, all the front line. Got a few motostrelci here ready to engage enemy units near the cliff. Enemy Kimoz's troops have been destroyed in this forest and the offensive has started in the forest in Gulf. The Flampanzer has moved in and started to harass the forest with his flamethrower. Unfortunately for him, Kimoz has called in one helicopter and the Flam PZ has been stunned and is pulling back. The Cobra is out of rockets, but the flamethrower tank is still pulling back. In this forest, there's nothing here to really stop the flamethrower tank. We've got, well, we've got one Zippo, but in a duel between Zippo and the tank would win. And we've got about, well, apart from the Zippo, we've got only rifle infantry. Nothing much to stop this flamethrower tank apart from the Cobra. But one Tunguska has been sent in by Crotou to support his troops over here. On the left side, well, one Fernsbacher is here, can observe what is going on over here, but can't really see what is going on in the forest. He's totally unaware of the troops amassing and ready to charge on his left flank. The AML-60 is once again trying to harass Crotou. One BMP 685 over here getting shelled. Very nice tank, cavalry tank. Quite expensive for his armor, but very, very fast and very, very precise. So a very nice tank. Little troop transports here sent in by Crotou, probably to assess the troops of his opponent. Once again, an armored personal carrier moving in. Well, I mean, it's quite of a sacrifice, but it allows two things. Crotou can see what troops can shoot at his troops that will come up the cliff, and it uses, of course, enemy ammo. We've got the Cobra that's out of missiles, out of rockets, sorry. The Gyptos have shot ATGMs against these troop transports, which is, well, a bit of a waste of ammo over here. This battle can has to move up the hill. I don't really know why. It's just like a heavy sacrifice. I mean, they've got no chance to do anything on foot. but they still move up. The T-80 is moving up also over here, and especially Crotou on the left flank. With the T-80 starting to kill the Leopards 1A1. Sorry, unfortunately for him, he gets shot at on his flank by one ATGM over here. He gets insta-killed. Very, very heavy loss for Crotou here. And the T-80BV also is getting shot at by ATGMs. He loses more than half his HPs. And Crotou is maybe gonna lose his second heavy tank. And no, he pulls back just in time before the ATGM hits the target. On the left flank, well, the flamethrowers are killing the Leopards and the infantry that were positioned over here. The Motorselchki here destroyed the Wiesels. And well, the T-80BV pulled back to save his ass. Quite a nice defense by Kimoz. He lost a few of his Wiesels and Jeep toes, but managed to push back the heavy tank assaults on this flank over here. No movement to report on the right flank apart from 6 Saracens trying to go around the enemy forces. Unfortunately, these are tanks with a very, very poor operational range, so not sure they'll make it to where they want to go. It will pause here in the offensive. The Cobra is still harassing the tanks, but unfortunately the Flame PZ went down the hill, and the ATGM just got lost in the Supply trucks coming in to supply the helicopters, the tanks, well, everything actually. Yeah, less than 100 points between the two players once again. Very, very balanced match. The T-80BV is moving up once again, but pulling back directly after that when he sees the Cobra. AML-60s are shooting at the forest, trying to take out all the infantry units in it. Unfortunately for Kimoz, there are no infantry units in the forest. And 2 artillery units, 2 MSTA-5s, have arrived on the battlefield for Crotou and will probably start shelling the enemy positions. It will move over here. Well, as I said, the Saracens are all out of fuel. A bit of a waste of units over here by Kimoz. And the offensive that's starting against the forest in Gulf. We've got the Motrusen and the flamethrower tank coming in over here. The 2 tank destroyers coming in here. T-55 AMV-1 supported by a Tunguska right in front of the enemy army, and on the flank we've got infantry transports. Crotou totally circling the enemy forest. That is in a very, very bad position. The Cobra is starting to shoot at the infantry over here. And the Zippo is taking out. Zippo, which would have been the hardest unit to take out in the forest, is destroyed. And the enemy can move in this forest. The flamethrower tank here has been killed. And Tunguska is shooting at the Puma, but his missiles are being taken out by the infantry, which is still, of course, a bug. The offensive continuing over here. On the right side it has been stopped. On the left side we still have one T-55 tank and infantry and tank destroyers in the forest that kill everything they see. We've got only a few anti-air units, well, 1 anti-air unit, a few transports and 2 squads of fusiliers against a few infantry and tank destroyer units. On the left side of the map, well, the offensive hasn't started. Well, it stopped and it hasn't restarted. Crouto's offensive has stopped below the hill and is just waiting for the enemy to move. His real offensive is taking place in the Gulf sector, and he is starting to get a bit of an advantage here in the game. The commander in Gulf is pulling back, of course. It will move here. But the Topaz 2A, sorry, yeah, don't seem to take out anything with their recoilless rifles. The AML-60 is still shelling the enemy units while the MSTA-5s shell back and engulf. That's it. The entire forest has been taken by the PACT forces. And over here, I think you can see the little panic in Kimoz's rank. His Puma isn't changing direction and is just landing in the middle of the battlefield. The commander is pulling back, hopefully, and the Cobra is staying back to protect his commander at all costs. Shooting on the Mochusen with his Gatling gun, shooting at the flamethrower tank with his rockets, and 3 VABs coming in to try to support the helicopter to protect the commander. Unfortunately, 2 of the VABs are taken out by the Mochusen and the Concourse over here. The Zalos are able to move in. The Puma and the Cobras are taken out. Only 60 points left for Crotou to win the match. Over here, the offensive hasn't started again. Everything is going on. Everything is... well, the commander here, Kimoz's commander is, well, a bad movement. It's like a suicide movement. Going back in front of the Zalos. 1 shot on the flank, 2 HPs left. Just staring at the Zalos. And here we go, the commander is dead and the game is won by Crotou. A bit of a how can I say that? A bit of a, well, weird ending on this right flank. So apart from these few mistakes, a very nice match from both players. Thanks for the replay. I hope all you guys liked it. Thanks for watching and see you next time.